Hey, good morning. Happy Sunday morning to everybody. So, what? 2 or 3 days ago, there was a situation where three kids were injured near a library, and they was taken to the hospital. One was in critical condition, and two was unstable. Well, come to find out that this menace right here and Quintonio Harvey decided his halfway grown butt was going to hang out a window and just open fire. So now you charged with what? Not one, not two, but 3 counts of attempted first degree murder. And you, somewhere in that head of yours, thought that was going to be a good idea. So you was useless. You had nothing else to do. You didn't feel like you could amount to anything else. So you decided that you needed a place to stay, right? You need a place to stay. You needed a place to stay for at least 20 years or more. So you decided that the smart thing to do to get you another place to stay was to shoot at kids. Okay, they had all these police officers looking for you because you needed another place to stay, which is jail. His son was the one that was in critical condition. He had already had one surgery and was being prepared for a second because old Harvey over there decided that he needed another place to stay. Where he was living wasn't good enough for him. He needed 3 square meals a day. He needed Bubba and them looking out for him and playing with him, at night. You know how they do, sometimes in the shower. And he thought that he needed to make sure he did something bad enough that they would send him away for a very long time. I hope your son is doing better. I'm praying for him. Bless your heart, little man. Pull through, okay? We need for you to pull through. Our kids need to be able to go to school and go to the library and be safe, feel safe, trying to get an education, trying to learn more than they parents probably and people around them are learning. Don't stunt their growth because y'all decide to want to be, left behind. Let me say that. Because I don't want to keep calling you slow in the head, but left behind. Same thing. Still got this celebrating Black history. I mean, if we can learn to love one another as a race of people, we would have crossed the milestone.
Custody in connection with yesterday's shooting outside of a public library in Whitehaven, counts of attempted first-degree murder. Thanks to the fathers of one of the victims. Bria, what did he say?
Robert Smith says his 11-year-old son has already undergone surgery and is still in ICU. He's pleading for the city to put the guns down. 11-year-old Broderick Smith. His father, Robert Smith, tells WREG he was one of 3 kids shot as chaos unfolded near this library. And Smith says he feared for the worst when his son didn't answer the phone.
And I was just hoping that, I was praying for all the children, but I was basically hoping it wasn't mine.
Right.
When I seen the officers,
just being honest.
Police say the shooting stemmed from a fight car with a man hanging out the back window who fired 5 to 6. Officers say one of the girls called.
So a girl at a middle school fighting called her brother who was out of school because I don't know. They didn't say she was getting beat up, but typically when folk get beat up, it's when they call folk. If they win and they don't, I mean, come on now, right? And he decides to come and shoot up the place instead of getting out and trying to talk some sense into some junior high school kids. Okay, let's keep listening.
Stemmed from a fight between girls at a nearby middle school. Officers say one of the girls called her brother to the scene. That's when a witness spotted a woman driving a car with a man hanging out the back window.
A man.
Who fired 5 to 6 shots. A bullet striking Broderick in the stomach.
It went straight through him and it went through his liver. At any given time, he should be going to surgery again, but they can try to close the hole.
Smith describes his son, a 6th grader at a Maceo Walker Middle School, as bright. He says after school, his son goes to the library to wait for his younger siblings, a place he thought was safe.
My son likes to learn. Put these guns down.
Please.
These guns down. These are children. These children, they give them a chance.
Smith says adults should never get involved in child fights.
If I ever see children out there, I'm stopping it. Trying to find out what their parents said, what's going on. No, that's not with your job to go out there shooting at them kids.
He's sending this message to the shooter.
I hope you see my face. I hope you are a coward. Man, you don't get away with this, trust me.